This is not how it was supposed to go. I'm just so pissed. I'm just so pissed. Good morning, guys. So today is kind of a big day for you, girl. The day has come where I have decided to lower my anxiety medication, which is Paxil. Now, if you don't know the backstory, I have been on Paxil since I was 26 years old. I am now 38 years old. 38, yes. And I have been feeling good, but also like mentally feeling like I could handle it, like I could do it on my own after all these years. But let me just say, disclaimer, I have been on the same dose for at least 10 years, the same dose, which is not a high dose at all. I fought this fucking thing with everything I had. I pushed my, what the? Oh, she's doing her blinker. I'm like, what is she doing with her arm? She's waving her arm out. Who is it? Oh, hi. It's Claudia. Oh, that's funny. So, where the hell am I going? Oh, God. So 25 is one up from the lowest, which is 12. So it's not like a big drop. And I feel like, honestly, I feel like how could it be doing anything after 10 years of the same dose? I feel like my body is just used to it. My body's just used to the fact that I take it every single day. That's how I'm feeling. Because I still get anxious, but it, like I was saying in the other vlog, if you missed it, it was on my main channel, Melisandra, where I said I'm on 100 today. I have my good and my bad days. But I feel like I was more afraid of myself back then because I didn't know what anxiety was. I didn't know what panic attacks were. And these feelings that I was getting would freak me the fuck out. But now I'm to the point where I'm like, okay, all right, this is just the way I'm feeling. Although I have not gotten a panic attack, and I don't know, maybe me lowering it, I might have panic attacks again. And in that case, I pray to God that I could just up my medication again. I am scared. I'm scared. I'm scared because this is something, like when I first started my panic attacks and my anxiety, I said Paxil was my best friend because I felt like that is how I got through what I was getting through. And that's fine. But now I feel stronger and I feel like I want to do it. And I feel like I need to do it. I feel like I need to do it for my body because after so long, you know, it's the pros and the cons. And maybe that's why my body is going through what it's going through with the twitches and all that other stuff, even though I did conquer the twitches in my hands by taking potassium, eating bananas, not the potassium pills, because those messed up my stomach. So he pulled me off of those. So I'm just eating the banana every single day and I feel good, which reminds me, I did not eat my banana today. But anyway, it's a big day, guys. It's a big day and I'm going to take you in with me. I'm going to stick you in my pocket so that you could see kind of what he said. Just like, this is my first appointment with this guy. I used to go to a mental health clinic and I'm hoping that he can get all of my records so he knows. So I don't have to like explain everything over to him again. But let me go in, let me put my mask on, let me smother my face up and breathe. We got this. We could do it. This is something I want to do. Nobody's making me do it. So I am in control. Okay? Me, Melisandra, in control. Let's go. And just because I've been on it for so long.
You want to see what it's like to be without an Indian
right,
person.
and I think in my head, am I doing it on my own now? Like for 10 years, taking the same exact dose, no up, no down, just.
And you feel good.
Could it actually keep working for 10 years without change?
So you feel good?
I feel good.
Okay.
I feel good. I feel like through these years, I mean, of course, I fight every day with some anxiety, but no panic for years now. Every now and then, around my period, I will have bad. I think I learned how to deal with my anxiety better than how I was before. I was a mess, like a total mess, but I was never one to be on a lot of medication, so
right.
I fought. You know, so I feel like I came a long way, and I was just.
You were in psychotherapy and all that?
I was a while back, and then like, you know, the doctor, I wouldn't go up. I wouldn't go up on the medication because I felt I'm very into my body.
Mm-hmm.
And so if something is off, like hiring the pill would make me feel off, and I would just know, you know, so that's why I just stayed on the 25. And they knew I wasn't going to take any more pills. Like, I'm not on Xanax or Ativan or anything like that. So I just feel like I'm ready. But I am scared of the withdrawal because I've been on it for so long.
So, okay. So first of all, I think it's perfectly reasonable when someone's been taking one of these meds for a long time. It's, you know, some people just stay on them forever.
Yeah.
Some people do different things. But I think it is perfectly reasonable to, if you think you're feeling fine, say, gee, you know, I don't think I need this anymore.
Yeah.
And then sometimes people find out that, no, they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they go, uh-oh.
Yeah.
So I have like a whole boatload of questions that I usually ask people, which I would like to, okay? But let me sort of like address exactly what you're talking about first, okay? And then go through it just to make sure that there's nothing else that I'm thinking, oh, I don't think I did. Okay. So first of all, yeah, I think after taking this med for 10 years, and you've been through therapy, and you've learned all kinds of coping skills, and you've learned about yourself, and I think it's reasonable for someone to say, I want to see if I still need this anymore.
Yeah.
Okay? And like I said, some people find out, gee, you know, that was good, I'm good. Other people go, oh boy.
I know.
Or sometimes, because you know, you have to taper down off it slowly, so maybe you taper down to the next dose down, which is 12.5 milligrams.
Yeah.
And you say, okay, I still find good. I'm good on 12.5 milligrams. Let me go down again and get rid of it.
Yeah, if I can just.
Let's say you may find that you don't need it all. You
Yeah.
may find that actually at this point you only need 12.5 milligrams.
Yeah.
I don't know what you'll find. However, this is the only thing.
Mm-hmm.
What I would like to do though is to get you hooked up as outpatient psychiatry from your med list that you've been on the Paxil for a really, really long time.
Forever.
You know, and I'm sure the computer here, how far does this computer go back?
Probably
so this, yeah, so 2006
maybe.
Well, this goes back as far as 2008.
Okay.
It you know, pulled up the
yes, that's probably around.
I'm saying it turned out, you know, so according to 2008, you're taking 30 milligrams. And then in 2009, they switched you to the extended release, controlled release, 12.5 milligrams. And then in 2011, you went to 25, and you've been on that ever since. Let me go through my regular questionnaire.
Okay.
Let me see if there's anything that, you know, red flags that I can see that need to be dealt with first.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And, you know, and assuming we're just where we are now, if you want to, it's up to you. If you want to start going down now.
Yeah, I do.
So I'll give you a prescription for the 12.5 milligrams.
If I stay on 12 for another 10 years, I feel like that's better for me.
You're moving in the right direction. And
right, because then all I got to do is get off, you know, or
right.
Step
but
up.
I'd rather, you know, since you've been doing so well for so long, I'd rather you have somebody to follow you along that journey.
So when did you first start feeling panic and anxiety?
When I was 26.
Right, you said that.
Oh, before that I had it. I just didn't know what it was.
Right, so when do you think it all started? Were you an anxious kid? Middle school, high school, younger?
I was a kid that was always on the go. Had a lot of issues in my childhood, and I kind of just put them back there and just kept going.
Yeah, what kind of issues?
I was in detentions, in foster care, and had some family issues. And
When you say detention, like
detention centers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went through a lot when I was preteen to my teenage years, and then I've been on my own basically since I was 16 years old. So that's what I feel like. And then all of a sudden, at 26, I went and drove in the car, and I felt weird a couple days before, like not being able to take a deep breath, and I got in the car to drive, and that's when I had my first panic attack, driving. So now you know why I don't drive.
Yeah.
But I do drive.
Great, just don't like getting on the highway and going for more than you have to do. Do you work outside of the home right now?
No.
Okay.
I'm working. I actually have a YouTube channel.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a YouTuber. I found something that I can do.
What do you do on your YouTube
I
channel?
vlog my life.
Oh, really?
Yep. I vlog my life. I tell about what I go through. I talk about anxiety.
Do you have any sponsors? You make some money from that, or it's just
Sometimes I'll get sponsors, but it's more my channel is just real. You know, I'm not trying to act for anybody. It's just,
cool.
Yeah, just my family and and I don't get paid a lot, but I make an income a month, so
Nice.
I found something I can do without feeling bad about what I can't do.
That's great.
How do you feel now on a scale from 0 to 10? To 0, there's no depression at all. 0 is nothing. 10 is the worst thing in the world.
I don't think I ever had depression, but I do know what a change in my mental feels like. A level would be, for me, not sadness, just blah. Like kind of no emotion, don't want to do much, not inspired, which usually I am inspired. I'm going to say the worst I would be maybe a 4.
What do you normally?
It's been a while. It's been a long time.
So 0? You can say 0 if it's 0.
0 meaning none.
Like how do
I
you
used to feel like I had 0. Now on a regular day with inspiration or just, I'm gonna say 2, 3, maybe.
Okay. What about anxiety? 0 is nothing. 10 is the worst thing in the world.
I learned how to manage it, so I'm gonna say I could be sometimes at an 8 is the highest. Most days I'm at a 4.
And how many hours of sleep do you get on a regular basis?
I think like 6.
Why do you go to sleep so late?
I don't know. I take a nap during the day.
Okay, so 6 hours at night.
Yeah, but I only
how
take
long
maybe.
a nap?
The nap is usually only half an hour. I always have to rest my brain, or I will start to feel overwhelmed, like unfocused.
Okay, yeah. That's
Anxiety it'll creep up. So I learned that if I take a nap and kind of just, even if I don't sleep and rest my mind, that I'll wake up and start all over again and be good.
Good. What kind of, you have a decent appetite?
No.
Low?
Yes.
Your energy during the day?
It's good.
Usually good. And your concentration?
It's good.
You find yourself interested in things in general?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, as much as you can during this time.
Yeah. All right. So,
one thing, usually, when I was younger, I would wake up with so many ideas that I wanted to do. Like, I planned out my day. I'm going to do this, that, this, that. This is before I knew I had anxiety. But I would be going all day. I couldn't sit. Now, it's like, I look for that feeling. I can't. I don't have that feeling anymore. But I'm not depressed about it.
So, okay, let me give you a couple thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? If you asked me if you should stop the Paxil, I'd say no. And I'll tell you why. You tell me that you're still walking around with some depression, and you're walking around still with a fairly high amount of anxiety. In fact, if I hadn't had this preliminary conversation with you, and I just sort of looked at this, and probably, what all this stems from is post-traumatic stress disorder, right? You probably have PTSD from all the traumas you've gone through. But I'm saying, and who am I to say? You know, I just met you, right? So who am I to...
You're the doctor. You hear all this all the time.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is that I don't want to be too full of myself,
Yeah.
you know, talking to this person who's 38 years old, who's been dealing with this her whole life, and you walk in and after half an hour, I like know you, like, right? So I don't want to be too full of myself, but I'm saying if I was just looking this as a chart, I would say, yeah, stay in the medicine. In fact, maybe take more. Because
See, I feel like...
No, I'm not trying to convince, by the way, I'm not
No.
trying to convince you of anything.
No, I know, but I just feel like, the thing is, I feel like I've gotten so used to feeling the anxiety and feeling the way that I do, that I used to be afraid of myself.
Yeah. So let me give...
And I'm not anymore.
Yeah. So it very, you know what, because you had trauma-focused therapies are very, very specific, and they have certain steps. Like one has 8 steps, done. One has 10 visits, done.
Oh, okay.
Okay? They're
Yeah.
like, you go through a thing and you're done. Because the idea is, what you want to do is reintegrate this traumatic thing that happened to you into the whole rest of your lived experience. It's for women only, run by women only. It's called TREM, T-R-E-M, which stands for Trauma Recovery Empowerment Model. It runs for about 6 months, every week, once a week.
Okay. Yeah.
The women who've gone through the program have told me that it just was life-changing for them. So my suggestion to you, this is kind of what I think my plan I'm going to suggest to you is, since you really want to get off this Paxil, I'll give you a prescription for the...
Eventually, if I need to stay on the 12.5.
One second, I'll give you a prescription for the 12.5 milligrams. If you find out this was the wrong thing to do, you still have the 25s at home, the 25s at home?
Yes.
Just go back to the 25s.
Okay.
There's also all these trauma-focused therapies, but do the TREM for now. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean,
Just so you know, I had a little anxiety attack sitting here, and a slight panic. Could you tell?
How come?
I don't know.
What
I did though. I started unfocusing, but I came back. I'm here.
Yeah. Okay. Which is good. But I'm concerned really about. I mean, it's fine with me. I'm just concerned that this may not. Like I said, given everything that I've just learned about you and your answers, I would, if anything, give you more. But
I know.
that's okay.
I just don't want to depend on it. I
And
want to
listen,
see if I'm strong enough.
And listen, and you'll find out soon enough.
Yeah.
And you have the 25 still at home.
Yeah.
So if you start to take the 12.5, you may say, this is great. But in case you say, whoops.
I think I just needed to know whether it's working or not.
Yeah.
I just feel like after so long, how could it work?
Your husband's a good support for you, right?
Yes.
Okay. Will you be able to tell him what you're doing, that you're decreasing?
Oh yeah, I already told him I wanted to, but I was afraid of the side effects.
Right. So just let him know. So, you know, he might say to you,
yeah.
Right? Because sometimes our loved ones notice things about us before we do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
So you think still, after all those years, it still does something?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you may have like some flu-like symptoms, aches,
That's what
pains.
I was wondering about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
so please let me know so I don't think I have the corona.
Well, I'm just telling you, you know, the headaches, body aches,
okay.
All kinds of gastrointestinal things. You could get nausea.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm
get
hoping.
Constipated or diarrhea, dizziness.
I'm hoping by lowering it, it will help my gastro issues.
Well, you'll see. Okay, but I'm just saying, girl, I'm gonna put down PTSD, anxiety, panic attacks, right?
I haven't had a panic attack in a long time.
Okay, so I'm putting PTSD, anxiety. Actually, wait.
But who knows when I... Alright guys, so I'm really low right now. Obviously you heard what he said. It was not anything I wanted to fucking hear. That was not what I wanted to hear. I went in there feeling great. Feeling great like I was gonna get off of my shit. Feeling great like I've been managing it. And I left with him telling me I had something else. And that he wanted to hire me. Like he would put me up on my medication. Like, I get it. I get it. Like, yeah, I did have a fucked up childhood, okay? I did. But I got through it. I got through it, and I don't want to go back. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk to nobody about it. That's not going to help me. Like, how do you go in and be like, I'm feeling great, doctor? Like, I feel like I can deal with it on my own. To him telling me no. You can try. And then he tells me that I'm going to have all these, like, I may feel like I have the flu. And I, like, damn, like, I get it. Like, I get it. Like, they're doctors, they want money. Fuck. I almost got into a car accident. Anyway, this is what the doctor said, just in case there's people out there who still think I'm fucking faking my shit. And these fucking asshole bitches always talking shit, following my channel over to my husband's channel, on all of my channels, talking shit. Like, I get you, bitch. I got it. You think I'm ugly? Good. Move on. I'm done. I am not having it today. I am, like, so fucking down. This is not how it was supposed to go. I'm just so pissed. I'm just so pissed. I'm gonna be good though. Cause I'm always good. I'm always gonna be good. I don't care what he says. That wasn't fair. Do it. And I'm not going to go to that place to talk about my PTSD. Of course, they always want to classify you with something. Motherfucker, I just told you I was diagnosed at 26 with panic disorder, anxiety, OCD, and fuck, I don't even know what the other name is, okay? And then he gonna try to put PTSD on it? No. No. I don't have no PTSD, bro. I went through some shit. Yeah. If I have PTSD, it's from my anxiety. That's it. My anxiety is what I have PTSD from, not past trauma. I got through that shit. No, this was not supposed to happen like that.